You know you love it. You need it. Our daily installment of one of our shows within a show here on the Job. They put in the TV mortars for me. I love that. Dances with T-Wolves. Here we go. Jimmy Butler has returned to Minnesota. Has he changed his mind about playing with the Timberwolves? No, he has not. According to a report by The Athletic, Butler has not only yet to practice with the team, but actually talked again to Coach Thibodeau and said nothing has changed in the 3 weeks since he first demanded a trade. Scottie, the season starts a week from today. Who do you feel the pressure is on in this situation? Is it on Tibbs to get this done before they actually start taking the floor? Is it on Jimmy? He has said he's not missing regular season games. He will come play if they play during the regular season.
Wow. Well, I still think the pressure is on Tibbs. I think the pressure that he lost 3-4 players last year to get Jimmy Butler, and now a year later you're about to lose Jimmy Butler for nothing. So I think it's a lot of pressure on him to try to salvage something out of trade Jimmy Butler. When you get into the season, it's hard to get that value. When you trade him over the summer, you may get a little more value back. But I think right now it's going to be a losing hand for Tibbs and the T-Wolves.
I mean, look, every day that ticks by, any franchise acquiring him knows they're going to have him for less time unless he pre-agrees to re-sign there over the summer. What do you make of the situation after spending so much time with these guys?
Well, we're talking about two of the most stubborn people I've ever met in the basketball bubble, Jimmy and Tibbs. So to try and get them on the same page now, I think that's gone. If you're Glenn Taylor, the Timberwolves owner, you've got to come in and say, hey, you know what, Tom? You can run all you want. This is my team. I'm going to make the decision, and he's gone. And I think that's what's going to happen in the next few days here, because if you're the Timberwolves, you don't want this hanging over you all season. But, guys, I see Tibbs' point. If he doesn't make the playoffs at the end of the year, he's gone. Even if he does make the playoffs and then they get bounced, he may be gone. So he needs to get everything he can. And the worst case scenario for them, in his mind, he figures, run Jimmy back, let's see what we can do this season, and maybe we can surprise some people once we get there.
Okay, but Jimmy in that locker room, I was going to say, I mean, Scottie, you're as a player, if Jimmy walks back into that locker room because he doesn't want to lose his money, I understand that. And by the way, Jimmy's a professional. When it comes to everything you may think of this situation or how we got here, Jimmy is a pro. He does his work. He is going to come in and do the work. But what is it going to be like in that locker room?
Well, I think it's going to be tough. I mean, you got a guy that missed 3 weeks of training camp, and now he just want to show up game time. I don't think it's going to sit well with a lot of the players, and I'm sure it's not sitting well with them now that he's not in training camp. When you got a veteran guy like that, and he can come in training camp, work hard, it makes an impact on how the coach coaches training camp. But when your veteran guy is not there, and you don't have that leadership, and you don't have that sort of phase there to kind of help keep the coach under control, it's difficult, and then other guys start to get chips on their shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jimmy didn't think he was going to miss training camp because he thought once he asked for the trade before training camp started, he'd be out of there anyway. Right. So it's a tough situation all the way around.